Virgo. It's good to be back. I wasn't able to do readings for April. I had other priorities, other obligations, and I had a lot. I was really under the weather, so I apologize that no one has seen me for a few weeks. So this is the love and relationship reading for May. Okay. Alright, so for Virgo, this is going to be a new reading for you. Let's get started. The first card I have is Three of Wands. This is a Five of Pentacles, and it actually tried popping up just a few seconds ago. This is Four of Cups. I have a Nine of Cups. This is a King of Swords, and it's going to be right in the middle of your spread. This is the Emperor. This is the Ten of Cups. So cups seem to be, there's a lot of energy with cups here. A little bit of emotional back and forths. This is a Knight of Pentacles. And then this is a Six of Wands. Okay, and of course, I will pull the last outcome card after the main reading. So, very interesting here. Let's focus on the Pentacles first. And the first card you do have is a Five of Pentacles. So this is sort of like a heads up about, because it's surrounded by a Three of Wands, which is waiting with expectations, waiting for something good, hoping that your dreams are realized. But then we come into this Five of Pentacles, which can mean not just fears about money, but in a relationship reading, it can mean a very bad time during a relationship. Things are not working out, and especially since we have this Four of Cups, where someone's feeling sorry for themselves, someone's being emotionally selfish. So then we get to a Knight of Pentacles in your future, and you should know that this Knight of Pentacles represents, it's a signifier for Virgo in the tarot, in this tarot deck right here for witches. This is the Wiccan interpretation of the Knight of Pentacles, and it is representing Virgo. So take note, Virgo, how things start looking up for you here in the future, and it seems like you get some of your energy back as far as the relationship. Things start to work out for you. So here in the future, here in the past with this Five of Pentacles, things look a little bit hopeless. But by the time we get here to your future, you do have that Nine of Pentacles here, and it's surrounded by a Ten of Cups, and it's also on the other side you have that Six of Wands, which is the card of victory. Okay, you only have one major arcana, and that is the Emperor, and the Emperor is also following this King of Swords. So as things develop for this month, you're going to have a little bit of structure and authority, because the King of Swords, clearly this can be a person of interest, maybe an air sign. The King of Swords is all about making decisions and being absolutely courageous in those decisions that you make. But it can also represent your love interest, someone who might have more influence in the relationship. The King of Swords is always about defending principles and establishing intellectual authority. So this is pretty interesting, and it's backed up by the Emperor. I kind of see the Emperor giving that King of Swords a little help here as far as the relationship, things becoming more clear. Also, the energy of that King of Swords could also be about an important discussion, getting at the truth, clearing up misunderstandings, and coming to a final resolution, because that's what kings do. They're authorities. They administer justice. They're logical, and they take action. Okay, so when the emperor follows the king, the emperor is the major arcana, and the emperor kind of rules over all the other kings: King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. So I'm getting a lot of structure and order, things clearing up. And then also, I'm looking at how your cups are, I'm looking at how the water energy from the cups is following through here. We have a little bit of, once again, this energy of the Five of Pentacles, being abandoned, feeling lonely, feeling destitute. And then we have a Four of Cups, which is about emotional, a little bit of emotional self-centeredness, not looking and seeing opportunities that are right in front of you, because of course the mermaid is offering this young boy a cup and he's not seeing it. Okay, and so I get the feeling from the past with that Three of Wands and that Five of Pentacles followed by a Four of Cups, that there's been a little bit of emotional detachment, and maybe that's on your part here, that things, for some reason there was a roadblock or an obstacle in a relationship and things were kind of detached, and maybe some of you Virgos had a falling out. So when we get here to this middle row, we have a Nine of Cups, which is all about socializing and getting together and being with friends and loved ones. But then we also have, with this emotional energy, this happy energy, we have that King of Swords and we have the Emperor, who are getting together here to bring clarity. And maybe this is a little bit about some of you Virgos, because you Virgos do care for people. Sometimes you Virgos can be martyrs. And you always have the best intentions for everyone. So part of this King of Swords and Emperor is that it's kind of switching. It's sort of opposite to this energy here, where you're alone and you're introspective and you feel lonely and abandoned. And then all of a sudden here, as we go throughout the month of May, there's this new energy of being sociable and being with your loved ones and taking action on decisions and getting a move on, so to speak. And then the positive energy intensifies, because now you're here with this Ten of Cups. So you go from Nine of Cups to Ten of Cups. Whenever we get that nice little sequence of numbers where where the numbers get, you go up the hierarchy of numbers from Ace to 10. You're completing a cycle. You're resolving things in your relationship with this person. And you're in your full energy because, as I said, Knight of Pentacles is the signifier for Virgo. And then the Six of Wands, which brings you to victory. So all in all, the theme for your reading for the month of May seems to be a lot about coming out of a slump. Okay. And this Ten of Pentacles did fall out here. I'm going to put this. That's a good sign as well, another 10. So your outcome card is also going to be a Seven of Pentacles. And so this is about waiting. It's about being patient. It's about not missing opportunities and taking advantage of them. So I think it's a pretty good outlook, so to speak. So if some of you Virgos are in a slump right now and you're feeling that, you know, things, you know, you're coming out of a slump and you're like, you know, you're trying to proactively do something and open up communication, I feel like that's the story that your cards are giving me right now. And I think that's a good thing. So the waiting cards, and I also want to point out the parallels between this Three of Wands and Seven of Pentacles, because both of those cards are about waiting for opportunities. And take note, they both have that wand in their hand. They have their intent, but they have to wait for the right time. They have to wait for the right time to move. So the common theme here, another underlying theme, is when you hold that wand, it's about your intent. It's about being motivated. It's about taking control over your future. It's about manifesting. And so you have someone holding a wand in the Three of Wands, the Emperor's holding a wand, someone's holding a wand in the Six of Wands, and then the Seven of Pentacles, someone is also holding a wand. So, and then the King of Swords, of course, when you hold the sword, this is about your capacity to make decisions and judgments. And so there's a lot of strong energy where some of you Virgos are sort of taking control over your destiny and making things happen. And there's a little bit of emotional balance that also comes into play. So as far as the relationships that some of you Virgos, some of the ebb and flow of the relationships you Virgos are going through, I feel like the Oracle is saying it's all up to you. Take your chance and run with it. Defend yourself. Believe in your dreams. Expect always have the best intentions in the relationship. Okay, and don't allow defeat to sort of overwhelm you. So I kind of feel like some of you have stepped back a little bit here, but then as we come to the end, you are stepping forward, you're moving on, and some of you might be taking the initiative with partners and trying to get to the root of certain problems that have held the relationship back. So overall, this is a pretty good outlook that I'm seeing here. So that's your reading, Virgo. I apologize if I've been away too long and this is a little bit late, but I do appreciate everyone's concern for the past few weeks. And as I said, I've been under the weather. I've been very busy, and I've kind of had to recoup and get my energy back to do these readings. So I appreciate everyone reaching out, especially to my regulars. So thank you so much. I hope spring is being very good to you. I wish you love and light, and I'll see you next month.